Hello, welcome back. Right, it's been a couple of weeks since I did a video. Reason being, I just haven't had time. It's been so busy around here. We've had a plasterer in for the last 2.5 weeks. He's been doing all the bedrooms, walls and ceilings, the top landing, wall and ceiling, downstairs hallway. Today he finally finished the living room and he's therefore finished all his jobs. And we go on holiday the day after tomorrow. So, yay. Looking forward to that. So, I just haven't had the time really. It's not that I'd forgotten about anything. Plus, all the furniture had been shifted about down in Baz Corner, and I couldn't sort of get to my desk. There we go. So, suffering withdrawal symptoms from not being able to play on all my old computers. But as you know, recently I've been quite impressed with what I've seen. What limited amount of time I've spent with the MSX. I've been impressed with what I've seen of it. I've been made aware that it suffered from a lot of easy to port, competent ports of games that were released on the Spectrums, etc. That didn't really, although they were competent enough, decent enough games, they didn't really push the MSX or anything about them screams MSX out. So it does, of course, also support cartridges, and a number of people had pointed out the fact to me that some of the cartridges, some of the games produced in Japan, are actually fantastic. You know, not all of them, because obviously Green Beret, which I've showed you before, that was a bit of a shocker, wasn't it? But from the very, very small amount of what I've seen of Japanese games, in particular King's Valley, I've been really excited to sort of like learn a little bit more about the sort of cartridge scene and sort of play some cartridge games, but I don't know anything about them. So enter again Mark Payne from Mark Fixes Stuff pops up with some stuff on offer, reasonably priced, and offered them to me. So I thought, do you know what? Why not? Why not? Let's take them. Let's take a look, because I am going to be comparing MSX games with other games, sort of other systems. Versions of them, but I thought, I want to sort of like at least give it a little bit of time to show what's capable of on its own, which I've done with all the other machines, BBC Micro, the Amstrad, Commodore 64, Spectrum, etc. So there's nothing new there. I'm giving it a fair sort of crack of the whip. Right, what did he send me? Right, we've got two loose and two boxed cartridges, and I have checked them out on YouTube. First one is Rollerball, which is a sort of pinball style game, and it looks fun enough. Checked it out on YouTube. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to play these for a couple of weeks, so I'm going to look forward to getting back from me holes to actually checking it out. But yeah, Mark seemed to think, from memory, this was a pack-in game with the Toshiba MSXs. If you're able to correct me or confirm whether I'm right, then please do so. Second one, The Maze of Gallius. Again, I've checked that out on YouTube, and that looks my kind of game. The kind of sort of Kings Valley, sort of a sort of like arcadey platformer, puzzly sort of type game, which I really enjoyed. Like I said, when I was showing, or did I say? Maybe that was in a different take of the video. When I was showing you the Castellino device, one of the games I loaded up was Kings Valley, and I was really impressed with it. It was bloody hard, but one of the games, the cartridges Mark has given me, is a boxed version of Kings Valley, which I intend to put quite a bit, as much time into as I can. And the box is in sort of decent condition there, as you can sort of see. Or you can see, or you can't. Now, for some reason, that chap there, the big chap with the fiery eyes, reminds me of the front cover of Tempest 2000 on the Jaguar. I know it's nothing like him, but I seem to remember there being some kind of demon type thing in a sort of similar pose on the... Maybe there wasn't, maybe I'm just imagining it, but anyway, stop rabbiting, Baz. Right, so yeah, really decent condition box, so let's slide this out. Alright, great. Oh, didn't damage it. Look, it's not damaged at all. No wetness on there. The perils of having to do things one-handed. Now, these plastic inserts that, these plastic trays that the MSX cartridge games come in. They're really quite rugged, really nice. And I seem to recall back in the day, some of the big boxes that Spectrum tapes and stuff came in. The plastic tray for the cassettes was really quite flimsy and it could split easily. But this is, yeah, this isn't going anywhere. This is 35 years old. That's still rugged as anything. And of course the cartridges are nice and solid. Nice build. Don't think there's going to be any problems with that. And of course we have a manual to go with it, which obviously shows you how to play it, how to set it up and everything. Tells you what it is you've got to do, which I ignored, didn't I, the first time? When I first played it, I didn't have a clue what to do. I had to kind of work it out myself, but things are slightly clearer. We'll see how we go now that we've got an instruction book for it with some fun little sort of illustrations, etc. in there. Right, okay, so that was Kings Valley. I'm going to be more careful with the next one. Trust me, don't worry. Just pop the instruction booklet back in there. And the final one is Ye Are Kung Fu 2. Now, I know the Spectrum version of it is absolutely hideous. Released by Imagine. I believe all the sort of mainstream sort of home conversions were handled by Imagine. Now, I always thought it was a standalone sequel developed by Imagine themselves, just to sort of cash in on the first game. I never realised until someone pointed it out that it was actually a conversion of the MSX game, and it was specifically designed for the MSX. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, I know not a lot about it. Now, like I said, not the most inspiring game. In fact, on the Spectrum, it's, you know, it's awful. Don't know about the other ones. And from what I've seen of the MSX version, it doesn't look horrifically bad like the others that I've seen do, but then again it doesn't look spectacular either. But again, it's in good condition. In the box, there's no instructions with this, but again the box is also in very good condition, and I will be holding it up there where you can't see it, and I will be looking after them. You know, I'm not just gonna sort of let them get all tatty and battered, etc. I'm not into sort of selling things. I buy things to sort of play them and use them. I'm having difficulty putting that back in the box. I'll tell you what, I'll do that separately. Right, well that was it. I'm sorry I can't actually show you the games in action themselves. I can't actually get the MSX set up at the moment. And like I say, this is the first opportunity I'll have for a couple of weeks. I will do a test video of all four as soon as I'm back. But yeah, that's it. If you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. But if you do subscribe as ever, please take the time to join in the conversation. That's what it's all about. Thank you for watching. Take care and goodbye.